Hello, everyone. We have our news for the week, so let's take a look. Maintenance is normal time as usual. Ending with maintenance is Dark Visions, as well as the Eight Sages United for the Master Crowns of Dark Fina and Soul. If you haven't done that, get that done before maintenance. We're getting Clash this week, which means one new unit and a Clash event. So log in there, 30 shards is normal. Banner shop, not premium units, so their shards are in the shop. Hill of Fortune bundles coming back. It looked like the same as the last one that we got. So, okay there. They're doing a special fragment step up. And there are guaranteed Neo Visions in this step up. So it costs a little bit more than the past step ups that I've seen. And fragments include Cloud Strife and everything. And also on the final step, they have a curated pool, which means premium only units can be that Neo Vision. And we're getting some new leader skills. So 100% attack and magic for dark units, Warriors Prayer Rain, Axstar the Return, and Emperor Vlad. And then for 100% attack and magic to Brave Exvius units, Laswell Neo Vision, and Awakened Dragon Axstar. So if you don't have any of the better leaders, it helps out with having more variety there. And we get new vision cards. So obviously one for the new unit, and there is a limited card as well. So first up is the new unit. So NV Duane, maxed out, 130 attack, 50% health and attack, 50% limit damage, 100% do wield, and 500 flat attack for Brave Exvius only units. So with the do wield cap going to 400%, that actually helps a little bit, although we do have more do wield attack than we do have do wield magic in the game at the moment. And then for the limited card, we got 1500 health, 135 attack, 100% health and attack, 500 flat health and attack, 100% killer to Beast Dragon and Stone, and then Brave Exvius only units will get a move, deal partial unmitigated damage to all enemies. So these so far have been really good. We have the one card that has Extreme Nova on it. Ayaka has the quad bolting on it. I'm expecting this to line up with triple mirror chains, which would be really helpful. Minimum is going to be 2,000 modifier, so 1,000 would ignore 50, or maybe a little bit more if we're lucky, but I'm expecting like a 2,000 modifier, which is still decent damage. So I do want the card. It looks like it's going to be rather useful. Have to see exactly what the modifier is and the chain frames on the move. But 100% to 3 killers is also very nice, and that's not locked to any series at all. We're getting more story, so it doesn't look like anything special here. Season 4, no new items, just some story, which means pretty much some more free lapis. And getting to know what happens in the story, you know? So, run through that. I've been enjoying the story myself. And our new Clash of Wills. So, Season 8 means brand new season. This is the first fight of a season, which also means the old shop, if you have any currency, spend that before maintenance because that shop is going to get changed out for the new season shop and you lose any opportunity to use any of that coin. So this time we have our moon, which is Beast Stone. Nice little sprite for it, honestly. Weakness, fire, lightning, and dark, although if the news is correct here, there's really no point in doing a lightning team unless you got somebody doing fire or dark. As it says, it will counter if not dealt fire or dark damage and does not include lightning as stopping counters, which is a little unfortunate. So it notes that it mainly does dark damage and non-elemental for physical and magic attacks. Will deal fractional health damage, buff in Mirage itself. So Mirage is going to be something that we're going to have to watch out for. And it will do more attacks as time increases. I'm assuming just after turn counter, it'll just start doing more attacks. And it looks like special ability we get is break resist and increase morale. Yeah, just break resist is going to be the special morale boost for this. And as part of this, the accessory rings are getting their boost, which is really nice. So they're going up to 100 on the stats, and the effects are getting boosted as well. So it'll be a 125 morale per turn, which is nice. The chain cap one will get 200 flat attack and magic added to it. The one that just has flat stats is only going up to 300, which seems to be slightly lesser upgrade than the others, but still nice. And then killers, 100% killers is a nice choice, as well as just 100 attack and magic. And there's two of them with different killers. And then there's also the physicians with the cure and block all the breaks and ailments. And then we have our new shop. So for units, they have Kaito, who's still very useful. Not all the time, but he has some very niche uses, especially because he can reduce the turns on buffs. So he can help deal with undispellable buffs on bosses. Plus in Clash, he does have 90% breaks and all. Decent water breaker outside. Only goes to 88 defense and spirit, and he'll have 90 attack and magic outside of Clash. But still pretty useful overall, so probably a unit to pick if you don't have them already. Lulu's not bad for a water breaker. Vaughn, not bad for a fire breaker. Kresnik still can fill a lot of morale. Melissa, a little bit better, but if you don't have Melissa, Kresnik is a decent choice. Napi is kind of still a little behind, even with the intrinsic, which they didn't bring back after the banner and all to get it. King Bahimi kind of needs a little bit of help himself. I mean, for a Mirage tank or evasion tank, still quite helpful. As far as having special clash stuff, not so much. I mean, he does have some unique things that he can do at forcing a boss to cover. So there was the fun strat in one Dark Visions where you had the boss cover the ads and you could do extra damage. And then we have the two materias, which is every clash we get extra materias. Everything else is the same as every other clash. So the materias we get, first one is 50% killer to beast, dragon, insect, and avian. So 50% killer to 4 different types on one materia is very nice. Definitely pick up both of those. The other one is 100% draw attacks in a single materia slot, which is also very nice. I definitely suggest you pick up at least one of those. Other than that, pretty much all the other news that we're used to for Clash. And banner, so global original unit, Dark Knight Duane. So we do have the special step up to get the card, and you do get your tickets per step, so that's 6 there, and then you'll have to run through the other step up twice. If you want to pity him, he does take the 10 tickets. So he's a super limit burst unit. Just set as an attacker. Main element is fire. Super Trust is a one-handed sword, 242 attack. He gets 500 flat attack. Everybody else can get 50% killer to Beast, Dragon, and Stone. And it also enables Byoga Blade, one use every 4 turns, unmitigated damage, and chance to poison. So it really depends on what the modifier on that is. And then his regular trust is a helm, 1000 health, 65 attack, 20 defense. He gets 500 flat attack. So for him, best in slot because of the 500 attack. Everybody else depends. I mean, we do have higher attack helms. And he is a Clash of Wills leader, so 300 to all stats when he's a leader for Clash of Wills units. A lot of Clash of Wills does overlap with Rain and just the Brave Exvius tag. Exception is like Near, where we'll need to wait till we get like a late leader with Squall or something to have a leader for them. But Duane here will boost Near as well. He does have some special clash. So like Rain's boost, one of his things for Clash of Wills was a party buff. Duane has a slightly better one, so 450% to stats, 350% limit damage, which is our biggest LB damage buff. Everything else we've has maxed out at 300%. Removed breaks. Give Mirage and fill 1,000 morale. So a pretty nice setup buff for a burst turn. And then he has some Magnus abilities. So first one, boost fire damage. I'm assuming this is going to be his 150 fire boost. Fill morale gauge. And then the other one is a rechargeable tag team. So one charge per use, rechargeable. Damage all enemies, tag. So it's going to depend on modifier and everything there. I'm assuming it's going to be either something else in his kit to use or obviously limit bursts. The global original, we can't quite look at anything on the JP side because he doesn't exist there to see just how good he is. As far as pulling, I'm getting the limited card. So I'll at least go through the card step up. I'm going to wait for the data mine to see just how good he is if I decide to go the rest of the way to pity. But that's all going to depend on what the data mine shows us. And we do have the little notice about dark visions. So they did their testing for this past dark visions. They say that there's nothing to worry about as far as ways for us to exploit at the moment. Honestly, they do a lot of copy and pasting from GP side. I'm pretty sure in the future they're going to break something else. So this is, I take this as there's no more issues for now. And they are also reminding us that if you intentionally use a bug or whatever to gain an advantage, they'll probably do something about it. So they listen to all the feedback and they're trying to do something about it. We'll see how things go forward because we should be getting close to the dark visions that have these special units tied to them. And ranking matters for those. We'll have to see if they do something different for global for those or if they're just going to copy the way that they are on JP side. But that's all in the future. And that's pretty much all we have for the news. So not too much this week outside of just Clash of Wills overall. So like I said, I'll go through and get the card at least. We're going to wait for the data mine and take a look at the kit before I decide if I really want to pull this unit. He's not limited or anything, so there's no loss if I decide to wait. Everybody that does decide to pull though, good luck to you. We're going to end this video here. Hope everybody enjoyed.